Somebody John Long, guys. Welcome back to Evil Genius. This is chapter 5, and when we last left off, we were kind of in a different situation than I was before. I told you guys I was going to do some off-screening, and off-screening I did do. Who is this? They are burglars, if I'm not mistaken. Investigators, gotcha. Anyways, yeah, I did some off-screening here. I'm going to get to all of that in the second here. I do have enough money to build a hotel, which I will be doing shortly. That way, I stop getting all these tourists poking their heads around and coming in here. So first things first is I reopened this topside shack and threw in some lockers here, and the reason for that being is just because it gives me a couple extra spaces. The game recommends that you use topside shacks to get minions to come out here. That way you always have minions out and about. I don't fully agree with that, but I mean at the same time, it's not the worst idea in the world because you always have minions coming from the docks and from the helicopter in this case. And they do get attacked sometimes, just coming from there. So anyways, yeah, I opened that up and threw some lockers in there. I'm just going to tell you everything that kind of went on as I unpaused the game here. So we did that last time just to use up all the space here. I actually pushed this room back a little bit more and threw in the lockers. Not really, it didn't do anything, it just wasted money really in a sense, but it kind of gave that room more of a defined look instead of just being a square, and it used up all the space that I could. Didn't do anything there for here, so I extended the canteen out this way, and then I actually bought the more expensive counters, the mess hall counters. They double as torture devices. Not that I really want to bring someone all the way up here to do that, but I figured I have a lot of money, you know, I might as well spend some on the nice things, and I'll get to that part in a second. So, with that, I changed their control room around a little bit. I went down to one set of memory banks, and then I opened up more of the control panels just because I needed more to know what was on the map, for sure. I'll talk about the people in a second here. I'll get rid of these guys. As for the stockroom, I noticed something. They piled the gold right here in front of where one of the briefcase racks were, so my minions actually couldn't interact with the briefcase racks. So I ended up just moving the briefcase racks over here. The reason why this is so big will become apparent as we progress on later in the game. I didn't really do much with this barracks. I considered taking the beds out because I did add an extra set of beds here, but I figure I'd leave it for now. We'll see what I can do with it later. I did add a 4th power generator. I think I had 3 here before. I think I did all this before, but yeah, there's 4 power generators, 3 capacitors. In here, I have these training punch bags. That's so I can train guards, which I'll get to in a minute. And I have laboratory worktops, so I can train technicians. And again, I'll get to that in a minute. As for the freezer, I didn't do much there. I carved out more this way and opened up an infirmary. So pretty much my minions will actually come in here now. And, shit. Did I do that backwards or no? Pretty sure I made that backwards. So actually, I want to flip that around.
Object will be moved shortly.
And I'll have them facing that way right there. Anyways, though, I have an infirmary in case anyone gets injured. Now they'll come here and, just like that, they'll come here to get healed. Later on, you can have other stuff in here too, and it just kind of helps in the long run for a whole bunch of stuff, really. Okay, so figure out where I want this. I want them right there like that. As for the armory, I added the rifle gun rack because now I have guards, and if I have to put my base on alert, everyone that's capable of grabbing guns will. So the construction workers will come and grab handguns, and then the guards will grab the rifles. I'll show you this. So I set up one more set of cameras, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I set up this set of cameras and loudspeakers here. That's covering that. That's covering that, and that. Like I said, I really don't need to cover anything up here because even if I do have investigators come in any of these rooms, there's nothing in here. The first bit of things that will start to tip them off technically will be the cameras, but actually will be the control panels and the memory banks. But if they get this far, then I'm going to have, you know, my workers and everyone else jump them. So, I mean, really, there's not a whole lot going on there. I didn't throw a couple more doors in. I don't know if that was how it was last time. I think I added that door. Might have added that door. Didn't do anything with our inner sanctum. And I think really that's about it. So now to talk about this. I got technicians because we got low at power at one point, so I had to build the next generator. But if you have your power into close to what your maximum capacity is, this will actually go yellow. And if it's working in yellow, your generators will actually take wear and tear damage up into the point where they hit 0 until the problem's fixed. So they had some damage, pretty bad, these ones, so that's why I picked up a technician, and then he repaired them. He also runs around and repairs other stuff, whatever I need.
Security door bypassed.
Thieving my stuff.
Kill tag issued.
Well, he's dead. I was wondering why the technician was just running in there for that. I still have a problem with loyalty, unfortunately. I really can't do much about it for now, but we'll get it figured out. Anyways, yeah, so I had to pick up the technician. I figured I'd pick up the guards too, just for I have like more of a guard force here, because really all I have is a bunch of construction workers. So this is how I have the layout right now. I have 10 guards, or I want 10 guards, 5 technicians, 5 valets, and the rest in workers. I have a 46-person capacity right now, as it seems. As for the money, I have 364k, and that's because I've been thieving on the map. So the best spots to take from are the Midwest, Europe, Middle East, and I believe Southeast Asia. Eastern Bloc isn't actually that good. It's actually one of the worst spots. However, I would say the best spots are Midwest and Middle East, because underneath the... Okay, so this is how it works. So it has a ranking from 0 to 9, so 9 being the highest of how much cash you can gain on the region. Same thing with this scale. This is how likely you are to be detected from 0 to 9. These two have 7s. The Europe and Southeast Asia actually have 9s. So you're really likely to be detected there. So I'm actually going to send 5 workers out just so they can kind of steal. So I'm making a little bit of money. Now I have enough people that I'll be able to pick the Oriental Crime Lord up. I still haven't found the other guy. I know he's over here somewhere. And I swear to God, he's on the East Coast, but I could be wrong. He might be the West Coast. Anyway, so that's pretty much what we're going to work towards this recording session, is getting the other 2 guys so that we complete that objective and have our little meeting here. Good, that's the right way now. Building the hotel, and just kind of letting things run themselves here, because I mean everything is looking good so far. So, except for the loyalty constantly going down. I want to see something here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that down so that I don't require it to be manned 24/7, and see if that helps. Like I said, there really isn't much more I can do in the way of that for now. I can get other items, treasures, if you will. But besides that, I mean, this is the best thing I can do for loyalty, is having the staff room. So we'll see if it works. I don't fully know. So they kind of appear here. I don't think they appear here. I could be wrong. I know there's a guy out here, but a person out there rather. But yeah, no, I think they appear more so here. So they're buying the resources for that. So while I'm doing that, making 2,000 every minute. That's really not bad if you think about it. What do I need for their 5 guards? Send 7 and we'll put them in hiding until they get there. Probably going to want to train up a couple more extra valets just to have them because they're what's going to be operating the hotel, obviously. And like I said before, it is going to cost a lot of money, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. So you know what? I should send Lord Kane out there too. Just to ensure that they get that done. To the fullest efficiency. So yeah, I took a look at everything pretty much. I seen if there's anything else I need, like any kind of items I don't have, and there really isn't much. Like I said, this room will actually become bigger in a little while, so you know what? Take that down there for now. I don't really need someone in here at all times. This place I would prefer someone in here at all times manning that, but it's not the case right now. I haven't had to use this trap, by the way, which is super good. It's kind of my last line of defense. There's other thing I could be doing here, but I figured for the time being. Let's get rid of him. Figured for the time being, kind of keep that there. I wouldn't mind having this door permanently guarded. I just don't have the resources to do so as of this current moment. That's where we picked up the technician, by the way, and we picked up the guard from South America down here. Wasn't anything special. I mean, if I do the mission again, you'll hear the exact same thing. It just basically says, it's a news report saying how Anvil in this case, or Smash in that case, wants people to be on the lookout because of nefarious activities happening, or something along those lines. Not those words exactly, but... Alright, so, it's go time. Let's go ahead and pick up our friend there. See, I would totally figure out a better way to fix that, but I've looked and there really isn't much here in explaining loyalty boosts and stuff like that. So it's the only thing I haven't built yet actually is that mouse trap. Mouse maze. When I put it there, that would be the best spot. It affects the whole room. Okay, they're gone. We'll go back to stealing from our friends in Smash there. They're still working on this casino. Or casino. I keep wanting to call it a casino. Hotel. It'll get done eventually. I could add some hotel wings onto it. To go that way with it. Don't know if I can go that way. Might be a small thing. Because I can't really extend it much more. I can do that one for sure. I don't even think I can do that one. I should be able to. Shouldn't be a reason why I can't. That's the only one I can make, though. That's be the only one I make. Much time left on this? Minute left. Improving the island's amenities. I think it's just because it's one guy doing it. That's why it's taking forever.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Good, yes.
I don't know if that actually increased his loyalty or not. No, it just went down to 1. Hindsight, that might have been a crappy place to put it.
Citizen of North China, this is an important party message. The secretive criminal who has for so long been controlling the Chinese underworld has finally been thrust out into the open. It is believed that he may be attending a meeting with other powerful crime bosses. This man has defied the party on many occasions, so it is your duty to apprehend the villain if you see him. The chairman demanded.
Right on.
The world can be.
Yeah, I know how world map works. Alright. The thing is, now that I don't have them all constantly here, I'm trying to figure out where they are. I might have to look that up after this and see if there's any way I can rage. Any way I can rage. I know there's a way I can rage. Any way I can raise the loyalty. There's our friend. Li Yonglo. Doing something important. Well, we'll leave you to it, sir. Alright, so I need my game not to crash here. There we go. Let's go 4 workers. We'll send Kane out. Let's get hold of that library. There we go, finally. So I can make half lobby, half lounge if I'd want to. Which one is that?
If you're finding that pesky tourists keep barging in on your most secret schemes,
The lobby welcomes tourists into the hotel and provides access to hotel rooms. Often the first room to be built, the lobby is a very model of opulence and comfort, but it's not a particularly thrilling place. It won't attract tourists during the day. At night, however, tourists will flock to the lobby as long as there are hotel rooms built. What's the difference between that and the lounge? The island has many fine beaches to visit and much exotic wildlife to watch. Yet, given the choice, most tourists would rather loiter at the bar and sip exotic cocktails with paper umbrellas in, or go for a twirl on the dance floor. As long as the tourists are relaxing in the lounge, they won't have time or inclination to snoop around the island. The lounge is only open during the day and must be staffed with social minions. A time clock may be used to control staffing more precisely. I'm gonna leave those closed for now, I guess.
Object purchase order confirmed.
What I need to know is if I can or can't. Would be this way. So I can't do that because it's blocked. Apparently that's blocked too. It's a huge pain in the ass. So really I'm stuck with just these two. So it's a small hotel.
Object has been ordered.
I get the lobby counter. What about the lobby bench, though? I guess the same with the grand piano. So I think the way I want to set this up then.
Object purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered.
Like that. The time clock. Put it right there.
Purchase order confirmed. Room construction.
Go ahead and let them build that.
Mission underway.
How long is that gonna take? I don't fully know at this current second. Still making 3,600 every 60 seconds because of us over at the West Coast now as well. So yeah, that's just a shame that I can't really do much here, unfortunately, with this hotel, but I just need a small place, and like I said, I think most of them come from right here anyways, so. And if I really wanted to, I could build another hotel here. I don't think so. These guys are just super annoying. They'll pretty much come in and just start destroying shit. Especially important stuff. So if they ever get over here into your control room, it's really bad. Or not control, your power room, it's really bad. If they get into your control room, it's just as bad too. Don't get me wrong there. But 2 of the 3 people. Gonna send some technicians out because I need to find this last guy. Now with this opened up, how do I want to do this? I can do... What the hell, that's odd. I can do this half like that, and then put the rooms here, and then do the other half with the lounge. I think it's probably the best thing.
Object has been ordered. New room build order confirmed.
What the hell? Apparently there's someone already over there. It's great. So, put that there. Time clock.
High security door breached.
I don't know if I want to put that in the back there, because then I can... I want a table there.
Purchase order confirmed. Object has been ordered.
I think that's good.
Room construction unpaused. Intruder tagged for termination.
Get rid of all these guys.
Hostile presence detected in base.
Get him out of there.
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening.
I think King got injured. Super unfortunate.
Pacific Radio. This is Pacific FM, and I'm Larry Driscoll, keeping you up to date with regional events from California all the way up to Alaska. The story on everyone's lips today is the big felony committed
The archives
earlier.
room is
No
where
one
Minion...
knows who's responsible yet, but everyone's got a theory. Isn't that right, Bill? Haha, yeah. Even the penguins in Alaska got a theory, Larry. Penguins are from the South Pole, Bill.
Damn it, Larry. Why do you always show me up on air?
Alright, let's go ahead and pull these two guys out. Throw in one of those and let them plot. I can still hear that guy in there. Oh my god, that's great. He's not happy about being out there. I don't blame him. No.
Room construction underway. Room construction unpaused.
I'll go ahead and fiddle with this a bit.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Reading table.
Object has been ordered. Room construction unpaused.
I'm gonna put a, no, I'll leave it for now. 8 scientists to obliterate Nashville, Jesus.
Intruder alert. Security door bypassed.
5 workers and 5 technicians.
Kill tag issued. Capture tag issued. Weaken tag issued.
Go ahead and change the numbers here. 1, 2. My capacity went up too, jeez. Okay.
Caution. Cannot accommodate this many minions.
37. Well, it has to be 51, right? 27 plus 10 is 37, plus another 7 would be 44. 37, 44, plus another 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 51. Alright, on. So I'll make sure there's someone here at all times. Make sure there's someone here at all times and
Room construction
get that open.
unpaused.
Gonna say I heard something going on down there. And we found him. Cool. So, let's get everyone out of there. Need 5 technicians to capture him. We spent easily probably about 200k here, which is insane to think. Considering we really didn't buy much. But it's the way it works. So I want to wait until I have at least 6 technicians before I take 5 of them to head out there. Adjust these numbers one more. Raise it to 8 first. And that way we can let things go on here too. So the hotel is almost open for business. Now, if I wanted people to deal with these guys, like anything that comes in here quicker, that's why I would throw in, no, he still has 3 lives.